Hello everyone, Kelly Davis here, NLP practitioner, timeline therapist, hypnotherapist, and business and life coach. Today is day 6 of Permission to Breathe, and if you've had a look through the other ones, it was a challenge that I started on the 1st of January, 1 minute a day, from on the 1st, increasing by 1 minute a day until you reach 31 minutes on the 31st of January. I suggested to keep a short journal of each day and the benefits you felt that you were getting from a breathing exercise. I have posted exercises for you just to have a look at with little breathing bubbles on the timing. And the other alternative, if you're just starting out and you've never done any breathing exercises before, I included mine in a short meditation today for 6 minutes, and it was simply an in through the nose and out through the nose. And if you want to breathe with me now. The idea is, as well, close your eyes, relax your shoulders. And what I said was do the best you can with whatever environment you've got, but find yourself a quiet space. The last 2 days I've been on a personal struggle slightly, and I've been going hell for leather, putting a lot of energy into setting up my business, restudying some stuff, studying some more. I've decided to study an African language at the same time. And I hit a bit of a wall yesterday, and I couldn't understand why. I've also got, I have a contract with somebody who is constantly moving the goalposts on the contract, despite there being a written agreement. And I think it's taken a little bit of energy out of me. But what disappointed me for myself is that I agreed to do this every day until the end of January, and I missed a day yesterday. So it reminded me, very importantly, there is a wonderful, wonderful author called Don Miguel Ruiz, and he has a small book, which is such a lovely read and easy to read, called The 4 Agreements. And I was reminded today of the first step of the 4 agreements, which is be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity, say only what you mean, avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others, and use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. And there are another 3, which I won't go into great detail, which is don't take anything personally. And I have to remind myself of that in this situation as well. Don't make assumptions. That has also come through with this contract and the changes to it and information that has been given and left out. And always do your best. And that is something that I have spoken about in the last few videos about. Do the best you can with what you've got. And, there's no such thing as failure. We only have feedback. So it's worth giving anything a try. So anyway, today I did my 6 minutes, and I needed to do a little bit of meditative 6 minutes just to take a deep breath and to calm myself down. But I think it's a reminder for me. There are times when I have broken my agreements. Yesterday was one of them with regards to these short recordings. And there have been many other times, but this has been a reminder for me to always be impeccable with my word. And that when we make an agreement with someone, like I've just said, speak with integrity. If you're going to say something, make sure it is something that you mean. It's very important that we don't just say things because they can become very harmful and very hurtful. It's necessary to take a breath or a moment often when we are in conversation that is possibly important before we say something that could do a great deal of damage or harm. The interesting one, avoid using the word to speak against yourself. I think sometimes we remember not to speak badly about other people. We can sometimes get to a point where that is important. But too often these days, people are too critical of themselves, and openly so, verbally so. And remember, if you remember that all our words hold an energy and a vibration, and when you are thinking those words, even in thought, there is a vibration, but when they are moving through your body and they are directed at yourself, if you are not your own greatest supporter, who else is going to be at the end of the day? So always be impeccable with your word with regards to yourself. Yesterday was a lesson for me. It is, and that is simply all that it is. It's a lesson. Yeah, so I don't have a lot to say tonight other than I'm just checking in with everybody to see how your week is going, how the journals are going with regards to breathing. Are you finding that you've got any benefits, either health-wise, mentally, spiritually, physically? Are you finding that anything is coming up for you? I will post again tomorrow some more on techniques. If you'd like to try some different ones, or that you haven't found something that suits you. And yeah, let's see. January is already becoming an interesting month, just watching out in the world, the talk around all sorts of things. And I think to stay positive, a friend of mine had put a note on Facebook today about all she sees on Facebook currently is death. Obviously, the photos of people that are passing. And I had mentioned to another friend yesterday on a post, to when you are stuck in the negative thinking, is to go back in your memories for the positive ones. Go back to childhood, go back to teenage years, go back to whatever age or epoch or experience where you felt joy and happiness, and tap into, through a breath, that feeling of joy and happiness, and hang on as much as possible to that feeling. As I've said before, these times are not going to get any easier anytime in the near future. And I think that there is more to come as we move into the next few years. I certainly feel it energetically, and it's certainly coming through in a lot of the podcasts and different things that I watch from different healers and energy therapists. So the idea is to find a way, and breathing for me is one of them. Just this consciously coming back into the body, grounding yourself, and focusing positive energy while you're breathing on yourself, focusing on your heart center if necessary, or if something comes up in your body, just focusing joy or light or happiness or something of that nature into that part of you that feels like it needs upliftment. And it is such an easy technique. Breathing we do every day. We all know how to breathe. It's free. You don't need a fancy lesson on it. You can literally just sit with yourself and just notice your breath. That's all you need to do. You don't even need a fancy technique. Just sit for the 6 minutes. Tomorrow will be 7 minutes, and I will check in with you again tomorrow. But tomorrow, if all you do tomorrow is sit with yourself for 7 minutes, and again, I had also said, if not breathing, sitting and breathing, to consciously sing for 7 minutes and breathe that way. I'm currently on day 6 of a skipping challenge. I increased my skips today by 500 skips because it's going better. I can feel that my breathing rate has changed through the exercise, and I'm becoming more calm and more centered, and the skipping itself is becoming easier to do. It's much more leveled, and I can feel my fitness level. I'm only on day 6, but I can really feel the fitness level changing and the calm in my body while I'm exercising, rather than just being completely out of breath, which is sometimes what we are when we exercise. But exercise is a good one. 7 minutes of exercise, 7 minutes of dance. Again, it's just something just to bring us back, and lovingly bring us back into our bodies. Today has been an important day for me from a self-love point of view, just to give myself a bit of a break and take a little bit of rest, and come back stronger tomorrow. That has been my goal for today. And sometimes that is important, is not to necessarily be doing something, but just to be. And today was my day to just be. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow for my little chats. And if anybody's looking for any support at this time, either through therapy or coaching, you can book through my Facebook page, or you can just send me a message for a chat, and we can certainly discuss it. And have a wonderful night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.